perfect weather for a Veg Fest, right? Yeah. You know, we got our swimsuits, we've got our beach towels. Oh yeah, we're rocking, right? Alright, so we're here at the DC VegFest, and sorry, my hand's in the freaking way. But first things first, you gotta stay in line at the vegan treats line, which it looks like everybody took that advice. I seriously was not kidding. Look at that line. But at least you got a nice view of Nationals Park, right? Yeah. So it's been about an hour and we're still in line, but we're actually pretty close up. And my husband is actually watching a football game while in line, and my daughter still seems to be extremely entertained at this point. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick view. Actually, let's see here. Yeah, so the line's still pretty long, but I'm sure it's going to be well worth it. And then after this, I'm going to just jump to every booth and then go home. That's basically my plan, because right now it's cold, it's rainy, and overall, yeah, it's just it's a total opposite of last year when it was just so hot that my kids were screaming because it was just way too hot, and there was like no shade whatsoever and no breeze, and yeah, so we are
Is this vegan and vegetarian?
It's all vegan.
It's all vegan.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask you anything else, or should I start boxing while you do boxing? Yeah.
It's a vegan donut.
So despite the rain, the wind, and all the other elements, we had a great time at the DC VegFest, and if you look back here, you can see that my daughter definitely enjoyed herself very well, from face painting to face planting while she's sleeping. But I will have to say, the DC VegFest does get crowded. The food lines turn into eternity. Gosh, and we spent most of our time in the vegan treats line, and I don't know if I will do it again next year to wait in line at vegan treats. I can't promise you that, but at the same time, I don't know if I would. It's just a long line. But anyways, so the one thing I was very happy about during my trip to the DC VegFest was, you know, I got to see some familiar faces again, and also I was able to see some Facebook friends that I've known for years, and boom, there they are, and it was great to be able to see them. And I think some of them were taken off guard that I recognized them, and when they found out who I was, they were just so excited. So I'm very happy with that. I feel like now I've kind of gotten to know some, new friends that I've known for a while. And it was also great to see some familiar faces, because after all, that kind of gives me a push to drive the extra 2 hours to go to these such events. And I think the same kind of goes for my family as well. So it just kind of comes to show you that even in bad weather, a Veg Fest is still just as fun. As far as the crowd, the turnout was extremely good. Despite the fear of a hurricane, which never made landfall, but it's causing all this rainy weather. And I would have to say, I tip my hat off to everybody who came and were able to brave the weather, and I'm also very happy that, we drove the 2 hours to go and see such a great event. Living in Charlottesville, our Veg Fests are extremely disappointing, not only in just the vegan community, but also the vegetarian community. So it's kind of nice to go to the actual DC VegFest, and it just kind of redeems everything for having a legit Veg Fest in our area. And so I'm very happy that we drove the 2 hours today to go. And I'm even more especially happy to be in a super warm car, and we are on we are on our way to Chuck's parents' house to pick up the kids, and we actually picked up some native foods from Falls Church to bring as part of like thank you and here's dinner, and hopefully they enjoy it. Typically they like the vegan food I make for them, so I'm pretty sure they'll like a little native food. So I'll let you know how my in-laws thought of native foods. But yeah, other than that, all in all, a great day. You know, totally worth the time and the effort. And see if I can flip the screen around. Damn it.